Turkmenistan becomes the first country in the world to make COVID-19 vaccines obligatory.
Here's a summary of the article.
There are, officially at least, no cases of COVID-19 in Turkmenistan. The country last week became the first in the world to make vaccination against the virus obligatory for all adults. Turkmenistan has yet to officially report a single case of coronavirus, with its president, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, continuing to insist that his country is COVID-19 free. His latest claims of zero COVID came at a televised government meeting on June 29, but were undermined somewhat by additional statements calling for the development of more effective vaccines, and his acceptance last week of $20 million from the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development for the Turkmenistan COVID-19 Response Project. Turkmenistan last week became the first country in the world to legally require all residents over 18 to be vaccinated against the coronavirus. The government of President Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov has drawn criticism from the World Health Organization for its refusal to provide data on COVID-19 cases and deaths, a stance it now shares only with North Korea. Last month, the UCI, International Cycling's ruling body, was forced to cancel the World Track Cycling Championships, scheduled to be held in the Turkmen capital Ashgabat in October, citing health constraints and restrictions linked to the COVID-19 pandemic which make it impossible to stage the event in Turkmenistan.
This post received a score of 7,400, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Is this the country where the leader adores and loves horses?
Also likes to drive around lava pits?
Fire pits, 100% human-made.
Why don't they harness the gas for fuel?
That was the original idea, they dig the hole for that reason. Then there was a leak and decided to start a fire that hasn't stopped for 50 years now.
Can they build one that isn't on fire?
Isn't the word for vaccine Gurp-gork?
I thought it was just bread, and Friday, and a snake, and that damn dog.
Damn, Gurbanguly gonna get that 100% vaccinated world record from Guinness.
Gonna celebrate by doing donuts around the giant fire pit as well.
Inferior potassium, though.
The country is run by little girls.
Didn't the leader win the last election with 100% of the vote? Fuck off using anything from them as a good example.
What's the point of having an election if you're going to win by an impossible margin? Because monarchy has fallen out of favor worldwide, so leaders who would otherwise be attempting to form monarchies pay lip service to more democratic or at least modern forms. See the Kim family in the DPRK. A similar thing appears among the non-monarchical dictators.
Gurp-gork.
Don't be silly, Turkmenistan says there's no COVID outbreak there, so making vaccines mandatory is stupid. Why does a country that views itself a haven from COVID need vaccines? Unless, gasped the government lied?
That doesn't sound logically inconsistent at all. If there's no outbreak, you would still want widespread vaccination to prevent any outbreak in the future.
It's not that there's no outbreak. They claim there are literally zero cases in Turkmenistan.
A ludicrous claim, no doubt. But if we were to assume it's true, then I would still say it's crucial to vaccinate a population that has supposedly not even yet been exposed to COVID to prevent it from devastating the population if it ever gets introduced. Again, obviously I don't believe there are zero cases, but the logic is still consistent that you would want to vaccinate a population that has yet to be exposed to a disease when that likelihood is so high.
A great country ruled by world's greatest horse FUCers, with the best indoor Ferris wheel. What a legend.
I'm not some conspiracy theorist or anti-vaxxer. You should get vaccinated. I got vaccinated. In no particular order. You have Mengele, the Tuskegee experiments, Soviet psychiatry, Unit 731, forced sterilization of indigenous peoples. All this happened. And that's just the stuff that floated to my mind in tens. There's a lot more. Even if you were to take malice out of the equation, there's still plain old negligence and malpractice.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.